let's get out to some live golf and say hello to Tom Abbott.
Thank you, Cara. This is Jenny Bay for a birdie at the 5th. Jenny had a nice week at the Mexico Riviera Maya Open at Mayakoba.
Let's get back to the first, and this is Esther Henseleit for an opening birdie at the hole that played over half a stroke over par yesterday. It was one of the toughest opening holes we have had on the LPGA Tour in a major championship.
Third hole are scoring opportunities today in a way that they weren't yesterday.
Well, let's go to the second. This is Yumin Wang with her second. It's an uphill approach. In fact, the entire hole really uphill here at the second. And that a good look at the hole location today. A little bit more to the right-hand side. It was a challenge, this opening section. It's yesterday after recovering from a triple bogey 8, which really added to that scoring average on the opening hole yesterday, Paige.
Without question, it is severely into the wind. Yesterday, where the hole was located, it was kind of on a plateau, difficult to access. Different story today.
Let's take our first look at the 15th, Tom.
Yeah, this is drivable again today. This is Nasahata Oka, who has a chance to make an eagle. We saw Yulimi No make an eagle here yesterday. They were quite hard to come by. But a good 2 from Nasa, and she gets back to where she started.
Difficult pitch.
Over at the first, and Somi Lee in the baseball cap for a second straight day.
Should feed towards the hole. This green slopes from the players left to right with the help as well of the wind.
Index really risen to over 100 all 4 days of this championship. As we watch Austin Kim with her third.
And even at the best of days, this not a reachable par 5 due to the penalty area that cuts in half, but that's nearly as good as you can get as it relates to a 3-shotter.
As we head out to find Arthur Munoz.
This at the third. Nicely done. Arthur had to go back to the qualifying tournament at the end of last year, so every result out here that moves her up.
Well hold. Nicely done. She's had some good form this year, just her second on the LPGA Tour for the 26-year-old from South Korea. Back to the first now, and Austin Kim for an opening birdie, something we're saying a lot more today at this opening hole, Page, thanks to this hole location.
Well, I would say the first 4 holes, in fact. Well done there, as well as both of those players birdied. But yesterday, you were talking about 1.5 shots over par through the first 4 holes today.
And what an opportunity, Tom, as well, with the purse this week, $12 million for anybody that makes the cut. And what a putt that was from Rousin Bouchard from just off the green there at full. We'll go over to 3.
Big day for Brianna Doe. Made the hole-in-one yesterday, came close to another hole-in-one late in the round. She made a hole-in-one at the 4th, then almost made an ace at 13, and that one dancing around the hole. So if Brianna can finish inside the top 20, she's tied for 19th at the moment, maybe even better than that. Let's go to the second.
It'll be interesting to come back here for the KPMG Women's PGA Championship in 2031, already committed, and to see how many changes there are here at PGA Frisco. We check in with Brooke Henderson. That's how you play the second.
That finish that I mentioned at the Mexico Riviera Maya Open at Mayakoba got her into the field here. She moved up the rankings far enough to get in.
Over at the second, this is Miranda Wang for birdie. Oh, nicely done. Field certainly taking a little bit more advantage of these opening holes. Well, up at the second, this is Brooke Henderson to convert her birdie. Yes, well done. Alongside Lexi Thompson and Miyu Yamashita. They'll go out in a few moments. Charlie Hull, second at the second.
Go, man. Go. Go.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Back on the third hole, this is Angel Yin across the green for a birdie. This looks very tidy from Angel. Yes. Gets her back to 3 over par.
Up at the fourth, let's see if Brianna Doe can back up yesterday's ace with a birdie today. Nicely done. Her scoring average on this hole, by the way, she's 3 under the last 2 days. She had an ace yesterday. Up at the second, this is Ronning Ying for par. Oh, well done. Spoke to Amy Rogers before the round, said she felt like she was a little bit too far back.
It's Charlie Hall, third at 3.
Players have been very aggressive to this whole location today.
And Somi Lee for a birdie. Gave it a good hit, yep. Seen quite a few birdies made on this third hole.
And go to the third.
And Ronnie Yin in third. Thought it was funny yesterday, the wait on the tee at 7 was so long that Ronnie Yin went to sleep on the tee box.
With the 4-iron in her hand, 162 to the hole. Oh, this out to the right a little. Peeling to the right, I should say. Actually, that was pretty darn good.
Yeah,
it hung in there.
I thought the wind was going to exaggerate that a bit.
Second for Brooke Henderson. Early in the week, players were really struggling to figure out the bounce here with this approach, but now players and caddies know you've got to pitch it short in that Bermuda fairway and just let it release up, which is really nicely done. Third shot for Lexi.
102 yards. Playing closer to 120, Tom.
Oh, nice. It's a good hole to feel like you can be aggressive on.
Go to the 5th. Saw that really good approach from Brooke Henderson. This to get it to 3 over par. Yeah. So she moves inside the top 10.
Well, over at the 8th, this is Pauline Roussine-Bouchard for birdie. Oh, nicely done. That makes her 3 under on the day, tied for the best round on the golf course with Jenny Kupcho, who's also 3 under par today. And
As Paige was saying, with this fairway all slopes to the left, so ball is above her feet also.
She actually was picking a target out right of this whole location.
Drawing it to it.
Very nice.
let's go over to the 8th and find Rei-Shin Liu on the tee at another par 3.
Okay, nice play. This has been one of the most difficult greens for the players to
the par 3 8th. Moment ago, Angel Yin on the tee, 1 under today.
This has been one of the hardest holes all week, especially just in terms of finding the green.
Gonna get the kick. Better and better. What a shot, Angel Yin.
Moved up slightly today. 289, 317 on the card. Oh, pitching it into the upslope. That takes some pace out of it. Yeah, just needs to settle.
She had a fantastic one in there yesterday too, Tom. Wasn't able to convert. Yeah, that hole today located on the right side of the green. Just want to land something right about on the front edge. Pretty much right there, Terry.
Exactly. She heard you.
That's as good as you can do there on the 6th. What a fantastic shot.
That is the judgment you have to have on these greens. Long distance for birdie.
Yeah, just about controlling the speed. Such a slow putt, uphill, braking hard to the right. Giving it a lot of pace here.
You made it sound so difficult.
It wasn't easy.
It was easy.
Great celebration,
Yeah.
too.
Miranda Wang on the tee at the 8th, 157.
It has been slightly easier to find this green today. Just in general, with the way the course is playing, a little bit less wind.
Nearly had a couple of them there.
I feel like they've put a little water on the green.
Most players on the LPGA Tour hit a draw, so wanting to feel like you'd take over the trouble down the right to cut off some of that corner to stop it running through into some of the thickest rough on the left.
Watching this anxiously.
Yeah, this is right.
Oh, it carries. We've seen a few players really feel like they've missed it right, but they've had the power to carry on that corner.
Minji back on the tee.
She has plenty of distance to take it over that right side too. Plenty of height as well on her tee shots, Morgan.
Dangerous. And just also barely carries. perfect now. Just watching that. Oh, maybe held her breath a little bit there.
Probably. Yep. Austin Kim on the tee at 8.
Oh, Austin with one of the best moves of the day. 2 under par, playing some really solid golf so far today and continues that here at 8. There's no question in my mind that they put extra water on this 8th green today.
Able to stop it there, yeah.
And now looking for a good finish in a major championship here. So that puts one saying to a tie for 3rd.
We go to 9.
Yeah, starting to get a little more interesting here. Wong's second shot.
Looking like it's almost a little right here, Tom. Oh, perfect.
It's going to leave for a lengthy eagle putt. It's a player who came through the Epsom Tour last year.
On Bermuda grass.
See some great tee shots at 8. Want to say it on the way.
Just send it out a little bit right, let the wind take it to the left, and it's definitely a different story today on this 8th hole. You kind of feel like some of these players at 2 over might have a chance.
Haven't had an eagle yet at the 9th today. Miranda Wong's having a very good effort here. Keep going, and it's going to be a tap-in birdie, and she's going to get to 1 over par, 5 back. And Minjee coming into an important stretch of the golf course for her, where players have been making birdies. Yeah, there's an eagle here yesterday on this hole. Had a wonderful drive, almost holed it actually.
Yeah, 189 yards after that great drive. Wind moving from her left to right.
Go. Go. Go.
Oh, she was worried there.
She was worried, but good first kick. And that's going to leave an uphill putt.
Kim to get to 1 under and within 2 of the lead. Yes, so Minjee had a 5-shot lead earlier in the round. That lead is now down to 2. The birdie. Well done. Still very young, only 21 years of age, a 3rd year on the LPGA Tour.
Yeah, just players need to pay attention. Anything long disappears quick afterwards. This looks good. Yeah, very nice. Don't want to be right of this flag stick today with that false edge. Safe play.
I like that move, Morgan, when she makes sure that right shoulder stays back.
Yeah, it's something that we see a lot of Chris Cho's students do. Look at this putt.
It works, I guess. More people are going to be doing it.
Hybrid in hand, trying to hit this to the front of the green. Playing it like a 200 carry shot.
Great shot, Nelly.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
How about that break right there?
This championship.
EY's second on the way here at 10. Popular spot right there.
Sim Bouchard. This is get to 4 under for the day.
And this to get within 4.
Yep.
I'm a lot closer than I thought.
Oh, yes. So Juno makes the birdie, stays.
I think this will really help Morgan settle things down a little bit for Minjee.
Finally see something go her way. First birdie on the card today. 2 strokes over par, the hardest it has played all week so far. So it's going to be a tough test here for these players to finish out this championship.
Pigeon Choi second on the way.
And that was a 7-iron. They're sheltered by some trees on the right, but they're quite low trees, so once the ball gets up above them, it will be affected. It's into and off the right.
It's going to leave Minjee a great look at birdie.
Angel Yin for birdie at 16.
She's quietly creeping her way right up this leaderboard, Terry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Top 5 right now, back-to-back birdies.
She cannot run this up because of the bunker that's right in front of the green. I'll try and carry it.
Yeah, it did.
What a shot.
Gets the release.
Out of the rough, which has been about a half-stroke penalty.
And Shanette Wanasean on the tee.
After a little bit of a wait, pulling out the driver. Oh, and she hit that solid up the left center of the green.
Club twirl there. This could come back and get a lot better.
It will. It's steep there.
And she doesn't know that. You can't see the surface of the green from the tee, but it sure felt good.
And that's going to leave Shanette Wanasean with an eagle putt to get it under par for the championship. Ian. Okay, so Angel gets to 1 over. If she could birdie the last and set a target at level par.
EY went out in 1 over 38. All par so far in the back 9. Not anymore.
Now it's about trying to get your way as far up that leaderboard as you can. You talked about that big purse. It's a lot of money on the line. Downwind. If she can keep this in play, she'll have a short iron in hand. In good shape.
It's that graphic we kept showing yesterday for Minjee Lee. Only player in the field bogey-free today.
It is, and the wind has really picked up, trying to stay steady over this.
Is it going to drop? It is. And Wanasean moves to 1 under par, and she could be within 1 of the lead here shortly because Minjee still has work to do for her par at the 13th. At the 15th hole. Yes, nicely done there. You got to feel like Shanette Wanasean needs to go birdie, tee shot here at 17.
Always interesting to see how a player responds to making a bogey.
Oh, pretty well, I'd say.
And Hannah Green as defending champion at Hazeltine, and that'd be pretty cool.
It was in 2019, and the putt here for Minjee Lee. Back to 4 under.
Especially the way that Minjee played that opening 9, but couldn't take advantage.
And these players would have had to have gone out and played a little better than that. They have the game to do it. Wanasean for a birdie at 17. That's a really good tool.
It's going to have to work with this uphill, kind of split the difference between those two.
That looks good, doesn't it? Yeah, now needs to just sit down a bit. Okay.
It's like it can't stay up there, Tom.
Yeah,
can
it's
it?
got to
No.
come back down. And she's going to have a putt for an eagle here at the 15th.
Hasn't been particularly aggressive, has been very sort of gentle when it comes to the putts.
Just going to hang on the edge.
Another one there, Karen. I've talked to Chris Cho, who she works with on her putting, said she's just a drip putter. And unfortunately, that's not working out very well for her here today.
Yeah, good up and down. Gets her to 5 under par, gives her a comfortable cushion, even if Wanasean makes birdie.
See how difficult this second at 18 is for Wanasean.
It's actually not that bad a lie. Full pitching wedge, 125 at the front.
And it is going to release.
That's
That's a really exceptional shot from where she was right there. We haven't seen anybody be able to control it that well from that fescue rough on 18.
Oh, look at this. Tap-in birdie for Miyu Yamashita. Almost an ace there.
Such a similar ball flight to Minji. She'll know exactly what this will do. Really aggressive line here.
Miyu Yamashita, a moment ago, her third here at the last. Excellent. Minji Lee battles the Texas wind and heat, and now she's a three-time major champ.